Welcome to the Gorgeous Gamer. Today on Exercise Basics 101, the lunge. Probably the second most well-known lower body exercise besides the squat. The lunge mimics a step forward or backwards, but in this split stance position, you're engaging muscles differently, requiring a lot more stability. This creates a move that operates somewhere between a strength and balance exercise.
Muscles working: quadriceps, hamstrings, calves, glutes, abs, and lower back.
Benefits of the lunge. The lunge is a compound movement isolating the legs differently than a lot of other lower body exercise. This split stance can help incorrect balances while challenging both stability and balance. In turn, what's going to happen is you're going to fire the muscles of the trunk as there's that instability side to side as you're maintaining your balance. The lunge can also challenge mobility in the hips and the ankles as you go deeper into the full range of motion. Like other compound moves, this exercise is going to go ahead and increase the heart rate because multiple muscle groups are working at the same time, which in turn means more calories burned. Lunges are considered a functional move, meaning that they engage joints and muscles in a way that you would naturally move throughout the day.
Take a large step forward so your back heel naturally lifts. If your back heel does not naturally lift, your stance is too short. This is a very common mistake for people first learning a lunge or fearful of losing their balance. From here, go ahead and let your hands hang at your sides, or better yet, place them on your hips. I prefer hips because this allows you to lift your chest and keep your back engaged. Start by bending your back knee down towards the ground, allowing the front knee to naturally bend as you lower down. The idea behind a lunge is a down and then up movement, not a forward and back movement. You are dropping the hips down and then coming back up by bending and straightening the legs. We want pretty lines. Ideally, we're looking for 90 degrees in our front leg and our back. Our joints are all lined up. Knee over ankle, ankle in line with hip, hip in line with shoulder, and the spine is erect, not slouched. From here, we simply push off the front leg to return back to start and then swap sides. In the deepest part of the lunge, we never ever want our front leg's knee to push out past our toes. Depending on your mobility, your knee may not exactly be in line with your ankle, and this is okay. However, if you feel the majority of your body weight going into your toes of your front leg, that means you're pushing too far forward and your body weight is actually going into the knee joint instead of the large muscles of the quad and glutes. What I like to tell clients is to go ahead and break the move down to ensure form. Step 1, you will step forward. 2, bend. 3, straighten. 4, back to 1. As you get stronger, you will go ahead and do this more fluidly, stepping right into the lunge instead of breaking the move down into those 4 steps. As you get more comfortable, you will see this will become a completely fluid motion. It is always to remain fluid, not jerky. Modifications. Balance, as said, can be the biggest issue with lunges, but so can mobility. To start learning a lunge, what I suggest clients do is use a chair or stand beside a wall. We'll be performing what is called a split stance lunge using assistance. This simply means that we're going to take out the movement part of a lunge by stepping forward and stepping backwards, and instead we're going to use assistance and help work one side at a time, developing our strength. Step into your split stance. Remember our form. Back heel should naturally still come up. Front foot's weight should be in the center of our foot, not our heels, definitely not our toes. Down with the hips and up. Continue on one side until you finish the number of reps you want and then swap to the other side. Only go down as far as your body allows without breaking form or losing balance. Play with your balance as you get more comfortable. Instead of always using a hand on the wall or death gripping the chair, try just by using your fingertips lightly on the object you're balancing on. You can even start by hovering one hand out to the side. Once you get even more comfortable, try both hands hovering out to the side, but obviously within close grasp of the wall or the chair in case you lose your balance. Another more advanced modification than our split stance lunge is our step back lunge. Using a step back lunge ensures that the pressure on the front leg stays in the middle of the foot versus into the heel or into the toe, compromising the knee. This is a great way to build into the forward lunge while challenging balance a bit more than your split stance. Start with your feet together and simply step back into your split stance. Drop down and then push back to the start position. Remember to make sure you step back far enough. A very common mistake with the step back lunge is way too short of a step. If you need to, again, use a chair or a wall to help you feel comfortable with stepping back far enough. Just like our forward lunge, it is a 4-count step. Step back, bend, straighten, return to start. Like a forward lunge, a more challenging variation of this would be smooth the step right into the lunge and right out of the lunge, making this one motion all together instead of breaking the move down. When looking to improve our physical fitness levels and strengthen our legs, you should consider adding the lunge to your weekly routine about 2 to 3 times a week, working on doing 10 to 12 lunges per side. As you become stronger, you will go ahead and add sets, doing 2 sets of 10 to 12 each side. Depending on your other leg exercises that you're doing, like squats, you can either put them on the same day or space them out depending on your fitness levels.